welcome to Breaking News. I'm your host, Alex Teixeira. Hope everyone's having a good night, a good Monday night here. Breaking News is a news tip hotline service. We record live breaking news segments to submit to channels like Clear Channel, NPR, and CNN. Our channel's also being broadcast to 133.7 FM KRAP in Bugaloosa, Louisiana, and as you can hear, we're also being broadcast live on YouTube. We have a priority message from Dr. Ratchet02. Looking cute. Thank you. We're going to be taking calls from registered news correspondents and the public at large. We're going to receive up to the second breaking news alerts from around the country and the world. We'll be taking numbers at the call. We'll be taking calls at the number that you see on the screen. It's 845-576-5645. Or you can reach us from the UK or Canada using the international numbers in the YouTube description. And we'll go ahead and open up the phone lines. Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, I am Vapering, and I'm calling from Columbia, South Carolina.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
I'm known as a reporter Vapering. I'm calling from Columbia, South Carolina.
Did you say vaporing?
Yes. First name Bobby.
Give me just a second here. All right, we've got breaking news out of South Carolina tonight. We've got vaporing, and what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Yes, we got a man. I believe his name is Phil Harvey. He is holding 3 boys hostage in a Motel 6.
Are you at the Motel 6 right now?
Yeah, we are a block away from the motel. Looks like
okay, where are the
local
police?
Local law enforcement is outside at a standoff with him.
Do we know anything? Are there any more hostages in the building? You said they're at a motel, right?
Yes, they're at a motel. There are 3 young boys.
Are there any other hostages in the motel? Weren't there other guests there?
It appears everyone else has been evacuated from the building, but he still has 3 young boys being held hostage in his room.
All right, well, keep us up to date on this story.
Okay.
I mean, did you have anything else you wanted to report?
Wait, I'm getting word. They're breaching. Oh, we got shots fired. Oh, I think I see Phil Harvey out there. He's naked.
Why can't I hear the shots?
Oh my god. James, cut the camera.
All right, well, we'll try to get back in touch with them. We've got 404. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Don Line calling from Washington, D.C.
All right, give me just a second. All right, we've got breaking news out of Washington, D.C. tonight. We've got our correspondent, Don, on the line. What can you tell us about the situation?
Well, the U.S. House has just moments ago delivered an article of impeachment to the Senate. You may have heard we did vote that tyrant dictator Donald Trump out of office, but they do need to go ahead and impeach him even though he's not the president anymore. So they have delivered that to the Senate, and now they're going to be conducting a trial to find out whether
What was that? 678. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Ben from California.
All right, just a second. And we've got breaking news out of California tonight. We've got Ben on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there? Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, hello, this is Coyote Assaulter with CNN, calling from Lexington, Kentucky.
All right, give me just a second. We've got breaking news out of Kentucky tonight. We've got our CNN correspondent on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Yes, well, a new study just came out finding that antioxidants found in chocolate may eliminate your risk of cancer. So doctors are recommending eating up to 5 bags of M&Ms per day to prevent all cancers. How about that?
You said 5 bags
That's why
of
I
M&Ms?
haven't got cancer. Yep. That's what the doctors say.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah, and they're actually paying for the stream tonight.
Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello! This is Björgen from Swedish News Network.
Okay, just a second. We've got breaking news out of Sweden tonight. Our correspondent Bjork is on the line, and what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Yes, hello. This is Björgen from Sweden, and we have some breaking news about Greta Thunberg. She totally trolled President Trump this week. The 17-year-old climate activist completely dunked on the ex-president this week as he left office tweeting. He seems like a very happy old man, looking forward to a bright and wonderful future. So nice to see. This total diss. Now the president is suffering from third-degree burn.
Hi, caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Stevie, and I'm calling from Midland, Texas.
All right, just a second. All right, we've got breaking news out of Midland, Texas tonight. Stevie is on the line with us. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, currently I am in a Walmart trailing a man who apparently is doing some shopping but has insanely painful diarrhea. And if he doesn't complete shopping within the next 10 to 15 minutes, he may shit all over the Walmart floor.
Is this really something you want to be broadcasting across the globe?
I mean, we've had some crazy news in the past few months, and so when it comes to the type of news that we report here in Midland, Texas, this is not something to be taken lightly. If he literally does not pick up the dog food and bottled water that he was supposed to get an hour ago before he went to that Chinese restaurant, he will literally shit the floor. And that's not good news. That's bad news.
All right. I just would like to clarify something for our listening audience out there. We're not really looking for small town gossip. This is a hard-hitting news channel, so I'm not really looking for this kind of small town gossip that some people seem to be trying to push here. So we're gonna move on to the next call. 773. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Jason from Chicago.
I'm sorry, your phone's breaking up a little. Could you repeat that?
Jason from Chicago.
All right, give me 1 second, Jason. And we've got breaking news out of Chicago tonight. Jason is on the line. What can you tell us about the situation out there?
So everyone's been saying that they found Gibby, the real Gibby from Ireland, on a live stream with toilet paper. Hello?
Okay. Do you have his channel name? All right, now this is to be expected. We are broadcasting on YouTube, so we're gonna get a few jokesters here and there, but
We're broadcasting on YouTube.
we're gonna get a few jokesters here and there, but we ask that you be patient, and if we do have people waiting on the line with breaking news updates. Okay, and we want to make sure that we get to the real news.
Florida.
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Larry.
Hi, Larry. Where are you calling from?
Florida.
All right, give me just a second. And we've got breaking news out of Florida tonight. We've got Larry on the line. And Larry, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
My name is Larry Tipton, and I'm a registered certified ticket agent for Caribbean Cruise Lines. I'm glad you called today.
All right, I didn't call you, Larry. This is a news tip hotline. Did you have breaking news for us?
Great. Have you been to Bahamas before?
Larry, this is a news tip hotline.
We didn't advertise. Just so you're aware, this call may be monitored for quality assurance purposes. Let me tell you a little bit about our cruise ship, the Bahamas Celebration. The luncheons or dinners.
Okay.
Priority message.
Jaliu, M60, please give the Walmart guy your toilet paper. I don't have any toilet paper. 678, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Guy, and I'm calling from Boston.
You said Guy?
Yes, my name is Guy.
Okay, just a second. We've got breaking news out of Boston tonight. We've got our friend Guy here on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there? You know what? Ah! Jesus Christ! What was that? You know, I know we're gonna get a few, and I apologize to our listeners. You know, I know we're gonna get a few, and I apologize to our listeners. Caller, can you turn down your television set, please?
Hello.
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Harry Taint Liquor, and I'm calling out of Bogalusa, Louisiana right now.
All right, give me just a second. All right, we've got breaking news out of Bogalusa tonight. We've got our correspondent Terry on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Now, I ain't no reporter. My name's Harry Taint Liquor, and I'm down here at the Zesto on Richmond Street getting my kids some ice cream, and we've got the radio on, and I'm hearing all this foul language on the radio. My 12-year-old doesn't need to hear all this shit. Now, what kind of show are you running out there?
I apologize. We've got this is a breaking news program, and we're taking breaking news tips as they occur. We can't we can't control everything, so we're doing our best, but we apologize.
What news station you running for? This one of them Antifa stations?
It's breaking news.
Communist News Network.
The program's called Breaking News.
That sounds about the dumbest name shit I ever heard. Hey, get the hell off that snake pit, boy! Excuse me, I'm sorry. Look, you want to be a professional. You got to act professional. You can't have all these hoodlums and ne'er-do-wells coming around saying whatever they want on your show. You got children and old people and good American Christians listening to the radio, okay? And when it comes down to getting the news, there's only two places I get my news from, okay? Fox News and OAN, because I know they're going to tell me the truth every single time, okay? None of this, we got breaking news that we just pulled out of our asses, and we're going to tell you like it is so you can be afraid of the world, okay? Look,
Sir,
what?
Weren't you just complaining about the foul language?
Yeah, but I'm an adult, okay? I know you ain't got no other...
And you have the nerve to come up here and use the A word.
Sir, I'm an adult. I'm an American Christian. It is my First Amendment right to say whatever the hell I want to say to you, sir.
What language, sir?
Sir. Okay. Now that I have your attention, I would like you to apologize to my 12-year-old. Bruno, get over here. Hello? Why did you cuss at me on the phone? Why would you say those dirty things to me?
Well,
All
you
right,
know,
get on
I
the damn
hate.
phone, sir. Go get back in your hole. All right. Adults are talking now. Little pussy ass kid. All right. I will let you get back to your show, sir. I hope you have a lovely evening. And fuck Antifa, build the wall. Thank you.
915. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Alex. This is Christian from Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay, just a second. And we've got breaking news out of Annapolis, Maryland. We've got Christian on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Thank you, Alex. It seems as though the DEA has brought titles for an indictment upon American investors in a toilet paper Ponzi scheme. Oh, wait, what's that? It seems we have breaking news for our breaking news. It seems as though our own anchor and moderator, M60, an OnlyFans influencer, is responsible for this toilet paper scene. What do you have to say for yourself, M60?
I have nothing to say for myself. I don't have any toilet paper.
It seems as though your assets will be seized by tomorrow morning and you will be going to LaGuardia prison. How do you feel about that, M60?
All right, listen. 978. I'm sorry. What's your name and where are you calling from? Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Lisa Guerrero reporting live from Inside Edition.
Okay, give me just a moment. All right, and we've got breaking news from Inside Edition tonight. Our correspondent Lisa Guerrero is on the line. And Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, Mr. Alex, I'm actually reporting from Wyoming.
Okay, I'm sorry. Give me just a second. We'll redo that. And we've got breaking news out of Wyoming tonight. We've got our correspondent from Inside Edition, Lisa Guerrero, on the line. Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, Alex, goodness, we have an intense situation developing here, as it appears that the corpse of Michael Jackson has risen from the grave and is unleashing a zombie apocalypse here in the city of Casper. He appears to be trying to eat the brains of... Oh, wait. That's just Jeffree trying to sell one of his pallets. Palette.
470. What? I'm sorry. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, hello. This is homie Juan Jabroni, and I'm calling from Tijuana.
Yeah, we've got breaking news out of Tijuana tonight. We've got Jose on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, my neighbor Tito, he's got a dog, and I think the dog might be dead, man. I don't know what to do. He's just kind of laying there. He's not really doing nothing.
Have you contacted animal control?
What's that? They come and teach your animal to sit?
Your local animal, I don't know. Do they have animal control in Mexico? I don't know this. But this sounds like something you need to call the proper authorities for.
We don't have proper authorities down here, so that's why I'm calling you. Could somebody come and get this dog? He's...
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, I am Krusty Loves, a.k.a. Darth Blint, and I am joined with...
Captain King.
Yes, and I'm calling from North Carolina. He is on the line from Florida.
You're doing like a conference call here?
Yes. We're calling because we have an amazing news going on right now. We heard the most amazing thing in the world, didn't we, Casket?
Yes, we did.
Would you like to tell them what the news is?
Where?
I think you did, bro.
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that?
Oh, where is the news happening?
The news is that Pepsi's coming out with Pepsi Blue again. Isn't that right, Casket?
Yes.
Yes. We're awesome to see your show. Look forward to keep watching it.
What? Pardon my French, but what the hell is Pepsi Blue?
Huh?
Yes, 470. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, this is Husbin Fartin with Sudan News Network calling from Darfur.
Alright, give me just a second. And we've got breaking news out of Darfur tonight. We've got our correspondent Hussein on the line. And what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Yes, we're here reporting on the genocide in Darfur, and it turns out it's still going on. Thank you.
Priority message.
$5 from Wham. Quality content. Thank you. You know, we're trying to get to some real news here tonight, and we're getting a lot of joke calls in tonight, and I'm just... All right, we're just gonna go ahead and move on. Starting to think maybe this YouTube thing was a mistake. 765. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Anne-Sophie from New York.
I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Anne-Sophie.
And we've got breaking news out of New York today. We've got Anthony on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
So, what's been going on is a bunch of people are just...
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, yes, this is Steve Magines calling out of Boston.
Give me just a second, Steve. And we've got breaking news out of Boston, Massachusetts today. We've got Steve on the line, and what can you tell us about the situation developing out there, Steve?
Yes, I'm reporting from outside of MIT Medical School, where a new study was just released finding that any amount of chocolate will cause cancer. So anyone who has ever eaten chocolate before is going to die.
Now, we just got a report a few moments ago that chocolate cures cancer.
Well, I don't think they believe in science. They need to listen to the new science that just came out. I just told you the new science,
Well, how
so I
do
don't
we
know
know
why
whose
you're
science is correct?
The newest science is always the right science. And I also have a source that has told me that Larry King was a big chocolate hound, and that's probably why he just died. He should have gotten the chocolate vaccine.
Three, four, seven. I'm sorry. Well, 3. I apologize, caller. It's been a long night. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Samantha. I'm calling from Seattle.
And we've got breaking news out of Seattle tonight. We've got our correspondent Samantha on the line. And what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
There was just a terrorist attack on a Walmart near me.
A Walmart in Seattle?
Yeah, on Denver Boulevard.
Okay, what can you tell us? What information do you have so far?
The suspect has just fled the scene. He appears to be a fat lesbian with a dirty neck beard, white collared shirt, striped tie. There's just shit. There's shit everywhere.
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, M60. This is Stevie, and I'm calling from the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay, give me 1 second. And we've got breaking news out of Dallas-Fort Worth tonight. We've got our correspondent Stevie on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, I'm 60. It finally happened. Just as I knew, probably you, and every other shopper in aisle A6 of the local Walmart, the man who I've been following for the past 30 minutes has finally shit himself. Ironically, he did it right next to the paper towel aisle. So it should be pretty easy to clean up.
Have the store associates gotten to the situation yet? Have you notified the store associates? Have you notified the store associates or an appropriate manager of the situation yet?
Well, unfortunately, because everyone is wearing masks, no one believed me when I reported it because they could not smell it. However, if you get just close enough, you can smell the stench of week-old cabbage and spoiled meat. This man probably does not have a very good diet from what I can assume. But, I actually see an associate coming
this is your neighbor you're saying these things about. This is your fellow man. Have you no empathy?
Oh, I have empathy. Please, I really wish that someone would come help me get clean. I mean, my neighbor, I wish they would come help my neighbor get cleaned up. Because it is a very messy situation right now that's happening. The diarrhea continues to flow despite the fact that he has been shitting himself for over 10 minutes now. Where is the shit coming from? I think that's the real news here. What has this man ingested that was so foul and so horrible?
Sir, what? I'd argue, what is that any of your business?
It is our business when the food that this man consumes is causing these violent shits. I could be consuming the same food that he has.
If you've notified a manager, purchase your items and leave the store.
I have to get the shit cleaned off myself first, you asshole!
Priority message.
A supermarket in England has also suffered from someone with diarrhea spraying the walls with fecal matter. Thoughts and prayers. Listen, I'm not sure what all this pooping stuff is about, but we're here about breaking news. We're here about our country's a mess right now. And again, pardon my French, but we don't need all of you shitting it up. Our country. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Larry King. Welcome to another edition of Potty Talk. I'm
zombie! Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Brian's Balls calling from North Dakota.
All right, just a second. And we've got breaking news out of South Dakota tonight. We've got our correspondent, Brian, on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Yes, you may have heard that President Joe Biden had issued an executive order canceling the Keystone pipelines up here in the Dakota areas, in the Dakotas. And many pipeline workers are concerned that they are going to lose their jobs. And a lot of the people who are doing maintenance on the current pipeline have been laid off, and there is a blockage in the pipeline right now, and no one on hand to get the blockage cleaned out. Oh my God, it's going to burst.
Listen, this needs to stop. Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, my name is Tiffany, and I'm calling from Portland, Oregon.
We've got breaking news out of Portland tonight. We've got Tiffany on the line. Tiffany, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Yo, this man just backtalked my girl, see? And I don't take kindly to that kind of disrespect. And so I want to put some respect on my name. So I'm calling up here to let you and everyone else know, blow some respect on my name. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany don't play that shit. Tiffany's hardcore.
Sir, was there some actual news you needed to report tonight?
Yeah, news is I'm gonna pop a cap in your ass. Talking to my girl, Tiffany.
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Crystal Metheny reporting live from Placenta, California.
Well, you know, I think I'm getting a little better at spotting these.
Hello?
Yes, caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I don't think I should like state my full name.
Well, first names are fine.
Canada.
First names, we'll just call you John Doe then. Fine.
Okay. Apparently my mom.
Caller, just a second. Caller, just a second. Okay, I have to play the intro. Okay, give me just a second. Okay. And we've got breaking news out of Canada tonight. We've got John on the line. John, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, apparently my mom thinks I'm a piece of shit because of her boyfriend.
Yes, caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, this is Eric's Erection calling from Washington, D.C.
All right, just a second. All right, we've got breaking news out of Washington, D.C. today. We've got Eric on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there, Eric?
Well, your president, Joe Biden, has issued another executive order tonight letting trans people serve in the military. So for our new war coming up, you know, Samantha and Tiffany will be able to serve over there. So that's great.
We're going to take a short break. Welcome back to Breaking News. We're going to go ahead and go right back into the phone calls. We have been having some technical difficulties tonight, and so we do want to apologize to our listening audience out there, but thank you all for being patient with us. But we'll go ahead and get back into the phone lines. Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Fred.
All right, and Fred, where are you calling from?
Just say hi, Fred.
Wait, what?
Just say hi, Fred, and I'll know this isn't a recording.
Okay, hi, Fred. Where are you calling from?
Long Beach.
All right, give me just a second. All right, and we've got breaking news out of Long Beach tonight. We've got Fred on the line. What can you tell us about the situation out there, Fred?
Is this Gregory Stevens?
Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm like the same guy from before. Sorry, I was just not really feeling well. You know, I just got into a fight with my mom and her
Caller,
boyfriend.
what is your name and where are you calling from?
Oh yeah, I'm Jonathan. I'm your man, Jonathan. But anyways, I just want.
And where are you calling?
Canada.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, guess what? The first like infant baby Tyrannosaurus fossils have been found in Alberta, Canada.
Oh, this is okay. Yeah, go on.
And so like these things have been found, and so it's really big since like we kind of now know what they were like when they were younger, and now we also another fossil we found of Tyrannosaur, which is in New Mexico, now actually makes like the theory about like Tyrannosaur cannibalism. It makes it official since we found like the femur of a Tyrannosaur with like bite marks on it, and they weren't healed, and meaning the T-Rex was dead while it was being eaten by another T-Rex.
When was this discovery made?
This was found in New Mexico. The infant T-Rexes were found in Alberta, Canada.
When?
Oh, like 2 months ago.
Okay, well, keep us up to date on this situation.
What?
I said keep us up to date on this situation.
Sure.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for calling. Caller, can you turn down your television set before you call in? Okay. I'm gonna have to... make sure you turn down your television set or your radio before you call in, so that we don't get that feedback. 678, what's your name? I'm sorry, what's your name and where are you calling from? Hello.
Hello, this is Guerrero reporting live from Inside Edition.
Okay, 1 second. All right, we've got breaking news from Inside Edition tonight. Lisa, our correspondent Lisa, on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there? Where are
sorry.
you? We didn't.
I'm
we keep messing this up, Lisa.
I'm actually reporting in Los Angeles.
All right, 1 second. All right, and we've got breaking news out of Los Angeles tonight. We've got our correspondent from Inside Edition, Lisa Guerrero, on the line. Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there in LA?
Well, Alex, I'll tell you what's happening in LA. Prince Harry was spotted at a local Best Buy earlier today picking out a new iPad. Our reporters caught up with him where he stated that he was, quote, disappointed to not get an invitation to the Biden interrogation. Reports are that he's very distressed about this and was taking some personal time to reflect.
I'm sorry, did you say the Biden interrogation?
This is Lisa Guerrero signing out from Inside Edition.
I assume she meant inauguration, so I'm not... Okay, caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
This is John Regular Guy calling from Small Town, USA.
I just had a bad feeling about that one. Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Victoria, and I'm from Maryland, Annapolis. I would like to report a scary, very scary news. Now, can you please put on the news breaking news now? Okay, so the report was that there was a TikTok person that was famous around the world that argued with each other and killed 64 people. And their name is Venus.
Where are the parents? Where are the parents? Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, this is Dex. I'm calling from New York City.
All right, give me just a second. And we've got breaking news out of New York City today. We've got Dex on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
All right, so I just had to call and tell somebody about this and inform the public. It's something that happened to me and my family a little while ago. You just got to be careful out there. You don't know what's going to happen. So I'm sitting at home. I'm watching TV, enjoying a nice capoche, when all of a sudden my kid comes knocking at the door. He's playing outside. And he goes, Daddy, I just stepped in poop. Please help me, Daddy. I don't know what to do. I said, son, why'd you step in poop, son? Why you got to step in it like that? You know? And he goes, I don't know what I'm doing. There's just so much poop everywhere. So he starts freaking out. So we take his shoes and we go inside the house. And the wife starts cleaning off the shoes, okay? She starts rinsing them off in the sink and getting them real clean and everything.
Sir, this is a professional news hotline. I frankly don't care about what your kid's stepping in some dog do. All right?
It's not dog do. You got to let me finish the story. You got to let me finish the story, okay? It's important.
Is there news involved? Is there something newsworthy involved with this?
Yes. Kind of. Yes, definitely. Most, like 80%, yes.
Then, all right, go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, she's rinsing off the shoes. I go back to watching TV, eating my scapoche, and she walks up to me and she goes,
Babe, this is not dog poop, okay? This is not dog poop. This is human poop.
I said, babes, how do you know the human poop from the dog poop, okay? How can you tell? She goes,
I can smell it. I know when it's human poop. Human poop has a particular smell to it, and so does dog poop.
And I said, okay, who do we...
All right, listen, I'm getting real tired of some of the nonsense. You know, we live in a time, people are dying. There are people dying. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Bob Jones calling from Charlotte.
All right, give me just a second. And we've got breaking news out of Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. We've got Bob on the line. What can you tell us about the situation out there, Bob?
Well, this is kind of it's a real story, and it's kind of a feel-good story to break up. See, you've been getting a lot of pranks tonight. I'm not sure why. The news is a serious thing. It's probably CNN's fault. The corporate media has probably caused a lot of this.
Yeah, honestly, the lamestream media is acting like clowns, but that doesn't mean the public, it's, they want to hear the actual news. They don't want to hear the propaganda from the lamestream media.
Yep. So the story is that Biden has revived Obama's plan to put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which I had kind of forgotten about. I kind of liked the idea.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that too.
Yeah, I guess Trump somehow nullified that. I'm not sure why or how the president has control over that. I thought that the Federal Reserve was independent or something. But I say as a negotiation tactic, if we go back to the gold standard, they can put whoever they want on there.
Why is that?
So our money doesn't. Yeah, so the money is actually backed by something, and we don't all end up broke.
When will we be getting our Tubman 20s?
Let's see here. Look at my notes real quick. I remember the last time I heard it was delayed for quite a while, and they're not giving me a date here. This is on Washington Times. Let's see. Yeah, it was stopped by Trump. Psaki.
Okay, well, why don't you give us a call back if you get some more information on this story? No date is an answer.
Yeah.
Keep us updated on this.
Yeah, it was stopped by Trump.
Can we turn down our television sets before we call in, please? Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, caller.
Hello, this is Lisa Guerrero reporting live from Inside Edition.
1 second, Lisa. And we've got breaking news out. Wait. Lisa, where are you calling from?
I'm actually reporting live from the beautiful city, Sacramento.
And we've got breaking news out of Sacramento tonight. We've got our correspondent from Inside Edition, Lisa Guerrero, on the line. Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation developing out in Sacramento?
Well, Alex, I'll tell you what's happening. We have just spotted Prince Harry leaving the office with Dr. Robert Zasio. Now, Dr. Zasio is a specialist in OCD, anxiety, and hoarding, which means Harry could suffer from a number of mental disorders, or possibly just cluttered up at his basement too much. We think that today's session was his, quote, intense disappointment from not being invited to this week's inauguration of Joe Biden. This is Lisa Guerrero signing off from Inside Edition.
You know, I didn't get invited to the inauguration, just to be fair. I didn't get invited either. So, caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Ray Stevens calling from Austin, Texas.
Okay, give me just a second. And we've got breaking news out of Austin, Texas tonight. We've got our correspondent, Ray, on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some kind of disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I did. I was standing over there by the tomatoes, and here he come running through the pole beans and the fruits and vegetables and naked as a jaybird. I hollered over at Ethel. I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" But it was too late. He'd already been incensed. Yeah, here it comes, the book-a-day. There he goes, the book-a-day. And he ain't wearing no clothes. Oh, yes, they call him the Streak. He likes to show off his physique. He's always making the news, wearing just his tennis shoes. Guess you could call him unique.
Is this what local news actually reports on? We're over here talking about serious issues. All right, country code 44. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Peter Gillick. I'm calling from California.
Could you turn down your radio in the background? And give me just a second, Peter. We've got breaking news out of California tonight. We've got Peter on the line. What can you tell us about the situation out there, Peter?
Okay, I'm out in a graveyard, the one Kobe was buried in, and it's going down over here. I think he's back. I think he's back. He's back to life. It's mad. He's risen from the dead. He's going on the killing spree out here.
Now listen, I'm not going to fall for 2 zombie apocalypses in one night, okay? I'm getting real sick and tired of these stupid jokes. Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Gary from Louisiana.
All right, give me 1 second.
Hello?
And we've got breaking news out of Louisiana tonight. Gary, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
This is your Action News reporter once again, and we're here at the gas station. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I did. I was just in here getting my tires checked, and he just appeared out of traffic, just come shrieking around the grease rack there, didn't have on nothing but a smile. I looked in there, and Ethel was getting her a cold drink. I hollered up at Ethel. I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" But it was too late. She'd already been mooned. He flashed her right there in front of the shop saw.
Gary.
Waving his thing all around the place.
Is Correspondent Gary still there?
I am Gary. What are you talking about? We got the news person here. He's hosting it. Hello. Yes. You are talking to the Action News reporter once again. Can I help you, sir?
Gary? Is it Gary?
No. Gary was the other guy. This is Ray. I had to say Gary so you wouldn't hang up.
Okay.
Yes.
Ray, is this what you people actually report on for local news?
I don't know about you. When a guy is running around with his dick waving in the wind, that is definitely newsworthy in my book.
All right. Well, you know, keep us up to date on this. Sorry. What caller? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name's Gary. I'm calling from Florida.
And we've got breaking news out of Florida tonight. We've got Gary on the line. And Gary, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Yes, my grandson won't come see me no more, and it makes me mad, because the aliens took my medicine, and the aliens took my toilet paper, and I'm stuck here on the toilet.
Sir, what aliens?
The aliens, man, the ones that come down from Mars.
When did you make contact?
Well, they made contact with me in the bathroom.
When did you make contact? When? Not where. When?
I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing. It's February.
When?
Well, can you speak up, son? I can't hear you.
When?
Yeah, it's windy in here, son. It's really windy in here with them aliens around, you know? That's what it is.
When did you make contact?
I mean, with the toilet. I'm stuck there with the aliens. I was born in 1943. they came to Earth and they poked me. And they're coming to invade the planet. Breaking news! They're coming to invade the planet.
There were no aliens back in 1943. We didn't have technology for that. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't answer questions.
Well, then why did you call? Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Andy from Florida.
Okay, give me just a second. And we've got breaking news out of Florida tonight. We've got Andy on the line. And what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
So, there is a naked band of homeless people running around and...
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Lisa Guerrero reporting live from Inside Edition.
And where are you calling from, Lisa?
From Inside Edition.
And we've got breaking news with our correspondent Lisa Guerrero from Inside Edition. Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually reporting live from Washington, D.C.
And we've got breaking news out of Washington, D.C. tonight. We've got our correspondent from Inside Edition, Lisa Guerrero, on the line. Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation developing out in Washington tonight?
Oh, no, not Washington, D.C., Washington.
The state?
Washington, yes, the state.
And we've got breaking news out of Washington State tonight. We've got our correspondent Lisa Guerrero on the line from Inside Edition. Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Oh, no. This is actually from Washington, D.C.
Okay, so I did Washington, D.C., and you said it was Washington State. If I do Washington, D.C., Lisa, are you going to change your mind again?
No, this is I'm reporting live from Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I have to pay a royalty every time I play this video. You do realize that, right?
Maybe.
And we've got breaking news out of Washington, D.C. tonight. We've got our correspondent Lisa Guerrero on the line from Inside Edition. Lisa, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, Alex, I'm glad you actually said that. So this time, our story isn't about Prince Harry, but in fact, this is breaking news. Congress has just passed a resolution issuing a formal apology to Prince Harry for not inviting him to the interrogation. Joe and Dr. Jill Biden have also prepared a personalized gift basket to send to the market. The basket reportedly includes gourmet popcorn, a bottle of wine, and a $2,000 stimulus check to help Harry get through these hard times. However, I would have given Prince Harry $3,500. The amount of money you make, reporter Alex. Anyways, this is. I'm sorry, just a second. I'm sorry, just a second. Lisa Guerrero reporting live from Inside Edition.
I didn't get a stimulus check. How are you going to give a stimulus check to Prince Harry when he's not even from this country? We're giving stimulus checks to the monarchs now. Hashtag Biden's America. Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Jay. I'm from the UK.
Okay, just a second. All right, we've got breaking news out of the United Kingdom tonight. We've got Jay on the line. What can you tell us about the situation developing out there, Jay?
It appears that there is a man running rampant through the streets with his cock in his hand. He keeps slapping toddlers. It's going absolutely fucking mental. He's coming towards me. Shit, gotta go.
If I'm to believe some of these stories, we've got streaking is on the rise. Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is James Brown calling from San Diego.
I'm sorry, your first name again?
James.
James, okay. 1 second, James. And we've got breaking news out of San Diego tonight. We've got James on the line. And James, what can you tell us about the situation developing out there?
Well, our reporters got a close-up look at the new 2021 Polestar 2. For those of you who aren't aware out there, the Polestar is from Volvo and is an all-electric vehicle meant to compete with Tesla vehicles. We were able to get a recording of the motor.
All right, that's gonna do it for me tonight.